All right, we have some breaking news coming in at top of 12 noon this afternoon. More raids are now underway in Kanpur now as we speak. Led by the Director General of GST Intelligence, 2 more companies have now been raided for alleged tax evasion. Searches, meanwhile, are currently underway in the premises of Mayur Vanaspati in Kanpur. So more firms that are now under the scanner after the raids that were conducted on businessman Piyush Jain's residence and office premises. Now raids have been also widened further on also the associates relating to businessman Piyush Jain by the Income Tax Department. Let me also go across to our Executive Editor for Politics, that is Aishwarya Kapoor, joining us over the phone line. Yes, Aishwarya. Now, another top business firm, Mayur Vanaspati, has been raided by the agency in Kanpur and 2 more firms now under the scanner.
Well, as you were being told by our sources on day one, that there are not 1 but 4 companies which are based in and around that city of Kanpur are on the radar of the agencies now. And this is after getting details from their first raid, that is on Piyush Jain. There are also 2 Hawala dealers which are in the net. And anytime, any day, we are going to see getting this confirmation from the agencies that these 2 Hawala dealers have also been raided. The amount of the mass which was unearthed from Piyush Jain's residence and certain documents which have been recovered show that there were clearly cash transactions between Piyush Jain's company, which only had a turnover of 5 crores, but we've seen that the amount which has been recovered is at least 5 to 6 times more than that, and all of that in cash. And hence, the cash transactions between Piyush Jain's company and these 4 big business honchos who are based in and around Kanpur is something which is raising the eyebrow of the agencies, and hence they want further details, and hence these raids. Because initially, when we were also being told that a questionnaire has already been sent to all four of these companies, and when they have not responded adequately, that is when these raids are happening. So the complete process, as far as the agencies are concerned, because we've seen that these raids have taken a political turn, so the agencies do not want to get into, and hence they are following procedure by the book in this regard. But they sense that the amount which has been recovered from Piyush Jain is only the tip of the iceberg, and hence these raids are going to continue over the next few days, because they feel that there is more information and more cash which can be recovered, which has been either protected by these individuals by tax evasion or by certain other illegal means.
All right, thank you so much, Aishwarya, for getting us all those inside details. Let me also go... Yes. All right, let me also go across to Sumi now, who's also closely tracking these developments. Yes, Sumi, more raids are now underway in Kanpur now, as we speak, led by the Director General of GST Intelligence. Now, not just Piyush Jain, but also his associates are under the scanner, and 2 more companies have now been raided for alleged tax evasion.
Yes, absolutely. The entities of Praveen Jain were raided late at night. And in fact, apart from that, Mayur Vanaspati's residence, Mayur Villa, was also raided by a 5-member team, joint team of DGGI and the Income Tax Department. And in fact, the input credit worth rupees 10 crores were also recovered from his residence. And the raid lasted for more than 4 hours. That took place in the middle of the night. And what we're also getting to know is that the inquiry is right now going on the proprietor of Mayur Villa. But what we're also getting to know that the connection between Praveen Jain, Piyush Jain and Mayur Vanaspati is still not established. The investigating agencies are looking into it. But yes, their IT-NED, the investigating agencies, the probe has widened up, and which is why we are witnessing various entities of businessmen are getting raided constantly. As far as what we know so far is Piyush Jain's residence and his various properties were raided in the span of the last 5 days. And in fact, 177.45 crore had been recovered from his residence alone. And apart from that, rupees more than 17 crores had been recovered from one of his factories and in Kannauj. Apart from that, Praveen Jain's residence has also been raided. And in fact, more recoveries were made from his residence, documents pertaining to various properties, as well as 3 crores. Recovery of 3 crores had also been made from Praveen Jain. All of these entities are now properly getting raided by the investigating agencies, and certainly certainly the antennas are up, and we will see more raids coming into being in the days to come. And recently someone who has joined the club of raids, it's certainly Mayur Vanaspati. His Mayur Bala and his company had also been raided.
All right, stay with us, Sumi. And even as we speak, searches are now underway at the premises of Mayur Vanaspati in Kanpur. Take us through how the IT department also raided Piyush Jain's aides, Praveen Jain's Kanpur home. The property documents have been seized. Help us understand what kind of seizures have been made so far now that not just Piyush Jain, but also his aides are under the scanner.
Yes, absolutely. Kanpur basically has become the hub of tax evasion, and which is why these businessmen are on the radar of the investigating agencies. Piyush Jain was the first person who was raided, but before that, the Ganpati Roads carrier was raided, and there the recovery of fake 200 invoices were found, and one of the trucks in Ahmedabad was intercepted by the Ahmedabad unit of DGGI. That's how the dots were connected to Piyush Jain, and the residence of his in Kanpur was raided. In fact, his residence in Kanpur, which was raided, there the recovery of 177 crores were made, and apart from that, 25 kgs of gold, 250 kgs of silver, as well as 600 kgs of sandalwood oil, worth crores were recovered by the joint team of Income Tax Department as well as the DGGI were made. Apart from that, his factory in Kannauj was also raided. There also recovery of 17 to 19 crores were made, and his ancestral home is also getting raided. All of his properties are now under the radar, and the raids will happen as we speak. The raids are still happening and are underway. But apart from that, apart from Piyush Jain and the recoveries that have been made so far, the CBIC has been quoting it as the biggest seizure in the recent time, and there is a blame game which is also on. Samajwadi Party has clearly distanced itself and has said that the party has no connection with the perfume industrialists whatsoever. The Bharatiya Janata Party has also been blaming Samajwadi Party. In fact, we had seen Yogi Adityanath, the Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister, constantly taking pot shots at Samajwadi Party. In fact, Prime Minister Narendra Modi yesterday, in one of his addresses in the state of Uttar Pradesh, also took a jibe at Samajwadi Party and the Supremo Akhilesh Yadav, and said that now the Samajwadi Party is not coming forward to take the credit here. And we had seen how Piyush Jain back in the month of November had introduced Samajwadi Party Atar. So that is how the connection was established between the political party and this perfume industrialist. Apart from Piyush Jain, and the raids conducted at several of his properties, now there is a new name that has come to the fore. That's Praveen Jain, and again the connection is yet to be established, but Praveen Jain's properties are also getting constantly raided. Recoveries are being made by the investigating agencies constantly.
Yes. All right, thank you so much, Sumi, for getting us that ground update from Kanpur. We will be closely tracking all those raids as well as the probe that has certainly, in a way, widened with the associates of Piyush Jain now under the scanner.